Good morning. How are you? Hope you're well. Welcome back to another yoga flow. Just give everybody a few moments to arrive. And by popular demand, this week's yoga flows will all be strength based. So this will be a nice sweaty, hard work yoga flow, but it should be about 35 minutes. So you've got this. Morning. Hey, Nat. Oh, nice to see you. We'll get started in a couple of minutes. Never worry when we go through these yoga flows if there's something that you feel like you can't do, or if it feels a little bit too challenging at this time, or even just today. Sometimes you feel different from day to day. So you always have the option to take child's pose, and you always have the option to take a bit of a break, and there's always different variations or poses that you can do which might feel better for you. So I'll do my best to offer them throughout, but just always know that if something feels painful, then stop. As simple as that sounds, we love to challenge ourselves and we love to push ourselves as far as possible, but sometimes it's better just to draw back a little. And then other times it's good to push, but just make sure that a bit of a challenge is great, but never anything that's eking towards pain. It's a good rule of thumb. Okay, let's get started. We're going to come to our mat, to a seated position, but we're going to take, if possible, take it so that your soles of your feet are touching and you're creating this sort of large diamond shape. Taking hold of the ankles if you can, drawing that belly button in towards the spine. If this is really uncomfortable, just take a regular seated cross-legged position or kneeling position, whatever feels good for you. If you can though, holding onto your ankles, and it creates this really nice connection to lift the body up. From here, take a deep breath in through the nose. Open the mouth, exhale, and just flick or close the eyes. Allow a few moments here just with a natural breathing to arrive on your mat. Allowing that breath to slow and just flow in and out through the nose. Taking our time to arrive, to connect with our breath. Initially just feeling into how the breath flows in and out through the body. Perhaps noticing the temperature. Does it feel warm or cool as you inhale? Warm or cool as you exhale. Just beginning to watch that breath. And in your own time, letting that breath soften so that it starts to draw in through the nose and out through the nose. So our lips slightly close. If you practice with an Ujjayi breath, that sound of the ocean, please feel welcome. And if that doesn't mean anything to you, just keep focusing on breathing in and out through the nose. Grounding down in our sit bones, allowing our knees to drop out to the side, opening up in our hips, and finding this really strong foundation in the body as we grow up tall and elegant through the back of the spine, finding a gracefulness in the body, an openness in the chest, an openness to breathe more freely, to find more space to breathe. And then keeping the eyes closed, as you inhale, reach the arms up to the sky. And as you exhale, draw that belly button into the spine and just begin to draw the chest forward. So beginning to drive the body forward, and perhaps you can reach your fingertips down onto the ground. And allow yourself just to fold down over the feet, over the legs. Letting go. You can curve in the spine on this one. We're just letting it go, releasing out the lower back, opening up in our hips. Finding that rhythm in the breath, breathing in and out through the nose. And on your next exhale, keeping the eyes closed, bringing yourself up, taking your right hand outside of the left knee, left fingertips behind you, twisting in the body. Waking up the spine, arriving into our practice. And on your next exhale, eyes stay closed, twizzling around, left hand outside of the right knee, right fingertips behind you, creating that twist in the body. If your eyes were open, your gaze would be over your right shoulder. Breathing in. And then as you exhale, coming back through center, place the hands back down onto the knees. Flickering open your eyes, allowing that light to shine back in. And extend your right leg away. You might want to draw your left leg in just a little bit, but that left knee stays bent. Take your fingertips either side of that right leg and begin to flex and point the right foot. So working into our ankle, into our foot, wiggling as much as possible, just releasing it out. And then eventually stopping with the toes pointed. Bring your fingertips around through center. Plant that left hand down behind you so the left fingertips face away. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, lift the hips up, draw them forward and sweep the right arm over above you. Exhale, as though you're creating a giant circle with your fingertips that you're drawing in the sand. Sweep that right arm forward and down. Sweeping it up. Taking our time, there's no rush. Exhale, setting it down. Inhale, driving it up. Draw the glutes together so that they draw together and lift the hips up and open. Exhale, forward. 2 more in your own time. Using the inhale to open and the exhale to come back down. Last one. And release. Taking your fingertips around either side of that right foot. Once more, flex the right foot so the toes are pointing up towards the sky. Inhale, lift the chest up. Exhale, draw it forward just a little bit. We don't need to come very far. Thinking about sending the chest towards that right big toe. Holding here, breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. And as you exhale, bring yourself back up through center. Bend that right knee. Take the soles of the feet to touch once more, finding that giant diamond shape. Holding onto the ankles, draw the body long once more, noticing if we've dropped naturally into a more curved spine. So keeping that elegant, graceful spine. And then extending the left leg out to the side. Fingertips either side of the left leg. Begin to point and flex that left foot. Waking up the ankle, the feet, the toes, maybe even giving the toes a bit of a wiggle. And then finding stillness with the left toes pointed. Bring the hands around through centre. This time the right fingertips face away. Plant that right hand down behind you. And then as you inhale, we're going to send the hips forward. Really draw those glutes together as we sweep the arm up and over. Exhale, coming back down. Taking our time. 5 of these in your own time. Use your own breath. So use this as a technique to begin to tune into your breathing. And really drive those hips up and open, sweeping the arm overhead. 2 more. Keep the left toes pointed. Last one. Sweeping it up and open. Exhale, bringing it back down. Bring those fingertips around either side of the left leg. Flex the left foot, toes point up towards the sky. Finding that long spine. And then as you exhale, just taking a couple of centimetres forward, begin to draw your chest towards that left big toe. Breathing in and out. Really focusing on that breath, allowing it to take us further, allowing it to build strength in the body. And on your exhale, raising it back up. Bring that left foot in to touch the right, taking outside of the knees, draw the knees in towards one another, spin yourself around and come to find your all 4 position. Plant the hands down underneath the shoulders, really root down, spread those fingers nice and wide, knees underneath your hips, bring the body weight forward, tuck your toes, hover your knees. Really nice. Begin to take some little rocks forward and back. Engaging that core. And then finding stillness with the body weight forward. So you really feel that core switching on. Shoulders are awake. Send your bum up and back, high up on your toes. Bend your knees, belly draws onto the thighs. Finding our first lazy downward facing dog. Pedaling out those feet. And then raising high, high, high on the toes. Keeping as high on the toes as you can. We're going to tiptoe the feet towards the hands, placing the weight into left and then right. So really focusing on lightness in the foot that's lifted and rooting down in the toes that are on the mat. Taking as many steps as you possibly can. Coming as close to your hands as possible. This is a really nice one to practice before handstands, actually any inversions. And then when you get there, we're going to begin to fold the body forward. So let that head hang heavy. Option to take hold of the back of the calves and really use that connection. So wrapping your shoulders, your elbows around the legs to fold it forward. Now if your legs aren't straight, that's fine. You can hold it here, you can wrap around, or you can focus on straightening the legs. So maybe you want to just lean it forward and you don't want to wrap your arms around. Completely up to you. Head hangs heavy though, so no tension in the neck. None of these craned necks, let it go. Maybe take some shakes left and right, up and down. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe it in. And as you exhale, micro bend the knees and then begin to roll up through the spine, all the way up. Reaching the arms to the sky and then keep growing, raising high up on your toes. Draw that belly button into the spine. Suck those glutes together so you're really nice and strong. Reaching the fingers away, spread the fingers wide. And then we're going to lower it down as slowly as you possibly can. Here comes the strength. Take your control, keeping those heels hovered. And release them down on the mat. Arms come along the side of the body. Really nice. Coming up to the top of your mat, zipping up in your legs, draw your glutes together. Inhale, slowly does it. Reach the arms up to the sky. Gaze follows. Exhale, folding forward. Again, taking your time, feeling into each movement. Head hangs heavy. Inhale to find length to fingertips. Hands can come to shins, finding this flat back. Exhale, fold it forward. Inhale, step the right leg back, step the left leg back, and then send your bum up a little and puff up in between the shoulders. So we're coming into this sort of variation of a plank, but we're in a high plank, so it's like a semicircle. Spread the fingers wide, push down into the pads of the fingers. Suck that belly button in, holding here. Send the energy away in the heels. And then as you exhale, step it back. Lower it down and bring your body weight forward so you come into your plank. And just noticing the difference, how it felt up here versus down here. Really engage, really strong. Inhale. As you exhale, pivot onto the side of the right foot and then plant the left foot down as you drop the right knee. And then sweep the left arm up to the sky, and if you wish, taking it up and over. So coming into our variation of a side plank, Vashisthasana. Holding here, breathing in. And then as you exhale, plant that left hand down, pivot onto your left toes. Immediately extend the right leg up to the sky, three-legged dog. Bend that right knee, kick the right foot behind you, opening up in the hip, raising high onto your left toes. Inhale. And as you exhale, straighten that right leg. Draw your right knee to your nose and see if you can kiss the knee, drawing your body weight forward. Send it up and back. Right knee comes to the right elbow. If you can rest it on there for a moment, do so. Send it back. Right knee crosses the body, left elbow. Send it back. Holding here, reach it up tall. Exhale, draw the right knee all the way through and plant it down in between your hands. Reach the arms up to the sky, crescent lunge. Option to come up onto your toes, holding here, breathing in. And as you exhale, sweep the arms back like wings, sending the chest forward and up. Back, up. 3 more. Use the breath. Last one. Reach the arms up to the sky. Slowly lower that front foot down. Plant the hands down. Sweep the right leg up to the sky. Bend the right knee. And if you wish, flip your dog. Step it back. Pivot around onto your left toes. Reach the right arm up and back. If not, staying in your three-legged dog. And then exhale. Take your gaze to the front of the mat. Plant the right hand down. Extend the right leg up to the sky. Draw the chest, melt the chest down. Exhale, release it. Inhale, wave the body forward, finding our high plank. Exhale, drop the knees, release the toes. Bend at the elbows and as slowly as you can, take your body down towards the mat. Slow and controlled. All the way until you're just hovering, and then release it down. Draw the elbows back along the side of the body. Inhale, raise the head and chest. Gaze out in front of you. Exhale, release it down. Inhale, bend your knees, tuck your toes. Send your bum up and back, finding your downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Raising onto your right toes. Exhale, bend that left knee as you kick the left leg open. Holding here. Exhale, extend it back. Inhale, draw your left knee to your nose. Kiss the knee. Send it away. Left knee, left elbow. Send it away. Left knee, right elbow. Cross the body. Send it away. Holding here, breathing in. And then as you exhale, we're going to draw the left knee all the way through. Plant it down. Raise the arms up, coming up onto those front left toes. Finding our crescent lunge, breathing in. And then as you exhale, we sweep it back like wings. 4, 5. Embrace the wobble. 4, 3, 2, smile. Last one. Reach the arms up to the sky, lift it up, inhale. Exhale, slowly lower that left foot down. Release the hands down, sweep the left leg up to the sky. Exhale, bend the left knee, step it back. Option to flip your dog. Reaching the left arm up and back. Lifting up in the hips. We're on our left tiptoes and our right foot is grounded down. Exhale, take your gaze to the top of the mat. Plant that left hand down. Extend the left leg up to the sky. Melt that chest down. Exhale, release that left foot down. Wave the body weight forward, finding our plank. Pivoting onto the side of the left foot. Plant the right foot down. Drop the left knee. Right arm reaches up. And then sweep it forward, finding our variation of side plank. Breathing here. Think about lifting up in the hips. This sense of lightness, reaching the right arm up and over. Gaze can come up to the sky if it's okay on the neck. One more deep breath in. As you exhale, plant that right hand down, coming back into your plank. Bring the body weight forward. Option to drop your knees or take 5 full push-ups. If you're dropping the knees, just keep that body weight forward. If you're doing your full push-ups, bring the body weight forward. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, we bend the elbows along the side of the body. Hover off the mat. Inhale up. Down. 3 more. Remember, you can drop those knees. You want to feel it into your core, feel it into your shoulders. Last one, draw the glutes together. High plank, everybody meeting here. Send your bum up and back. High in those tiptoes. Tiptoe the feet to the front of the mat once more, taking your time. So lightness in the foot that's lifted as we ground into the foot that's connected to the mat. Coming as close as you can towards your hands, and when you get there, let it go, fold it forward, maybe bend those knees and just hang out here for a moment. Maybe you want to take some of those sways left and right. Then finding stillness, begin to roll yourself up to standing. And when you're reaching the top, raise the arms up, raise high up on your toes. Really nice. Extend, lengthen the full length of the body. Exhale, bend the elbows. Cactus the arms. Lower the feet. Keep that cactus. And then maybe you want to lift the chest up. Taking a baby back bend. Exhale up to standing. Release the arms down through your heart center. Release them along the side of the body. Zip up in your legs. Draw the glutes together. Arms along the side of the body. Tadasana. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, sweep the arms to the sky. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale to find length. Exhale, bend your knees, plant your hands. Step the right leg back. Step the left leg back. Pivot onto the side of the right foot. Option to drop the bottom knee as you reach the left arm up to the sky, sweeping it up and over. Full Vashisthasana, really nice. You have another option to lift that top leg like a star. Breathing in, breathing out. 2 more breaths. You've got this. Holding steady, breathing in, breathing out. Last one, breath in. Exhale, release that left leg down, release the right hand down, coming through our plank. Optional vinyasa, option to drop your knees and take baby cobra, or bend the elbows, rock it forward, lift the chest, upward facing dog. Exhale, roll over the toes, downward facing dog. Wave it forward, high plank, rolling over to the left side, reaching the left arm up to the sky. Option to drop that bottom knee, option to lift the top leg, coming into our star. Breathing here. Push the mat away with that left hand. Reaching the right arm up and over. Lifting that top leg. Trusting you can stay here for 2 more breaths. Last breath in. Exhale, slowly release that top leg. Coming through our plank. Body weight comes forward. Vinyasa, bend the elbows. Baby cobra, or rock it forward. Upward facing dog. Exhale. Downward facing dog, really nice. 5 breaths here, or take your knees wide, big toes touch, sit it back, find your child's pose. Regather your breath. Lengthen that inhale, lengthen that exhale. Breathe it in. Let it go. Everybody meeting in downward dog. 1 more breath in. 1 more breath out. Inhale, raise high up on your toes. Raise that right leg up to the sky. Exhale, bend that right knee, opening it up. Step the right foot behind you. Flipping our dog once more. Reaching the right hand back. Maybe you notice that you can actually just tickle the ground
with those right fingertips. Maybe that sounds crazy, that's also fine. One day they'll just make it there. Just trust me. Holding here, breathing in. And this time as you exhale, we're going to begin to bring ourselves up into that side Vashisthasana, side plank, and keep that right arm lifted as you draw your right knee in, planting it on top of the left thigh, coming into a side tree. You can use your right hand to help you. You can use the option of any of the versions of Vashisthasana we've taken so far. Bottom knee dropped, star shape, regular side plank. Embrace the wobble. Holding here, breathing in. And this time as you exhale, take your gaze to the top of the mat. We're going to raise that right knee, holding hover. Keep the right hand lifted. And as silently as you possibly can, begin to bring the right foot forward, placing it down on the mat as softly as you can. Really nice. Fingertips come either side up that right foot. Make sure the right foot is in the center of the mat. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, pivot that back left foot down. Bend into your front knee, open the arms. Warrior two. Inhale. Exhale, reverse that warrior. So taking the left hand onto the left calf, or you can bind it around behind you as you sweep the right arm up and over. Keep bending into that front knee. One more breath in. As you exhale, open up the arms, gazes over your right middle finger, holding here, breathing in. And as you exhale, windmill those arms down around that front right foot. Hop the back leg in a little bit and lengthen in that front leg, coming into our pyramid pose. Fingertips either side of that right foot. If your hands don't meet the mat, you can use blocks, bricks, or you can just hover here, engaging your core. Inhale. If your fingertips are down, as you exhale, you may begin to melt the chest, the heart forward. Breathing in. As you exhale, melt it forward. Last breath in. Exhale, lift the head and chest. And then just hop the back left foot in. Heel toe the feet to either side of the mat. Big toes facing out, heels in. Sit it down, Malasana, yogic squat. Hands come to your heart center, pushing the palms towards each other, really creating that connection. So we're opening up in our hips, really nice. Place the left fingertips down, sweep the right arm up and over. Option to take the bind, so we send the left hand, swim it around like a breaststroke, send it behind us, and we're clasping hold of the right hand. Holding here. Option as before, fingertips down, arm up and over. Option to stay in your yogic squat, Malasana. If you're really tight in the hips, you may just want to hover here. That is also fine. Just think about sending your bum down, holding there. Breathing in, breathing out. Inhale, coming back through center, coming into our Malasana. As you exhale, take the right fingertips down, sweep the left arm up and over. Option to swim that right arm behind, meeting the left, holding in our bind, lifting that left shoulder back and up as you take your gaze towards the sky. Breathing in. Exhale, release, let it go. Heel toe your feet back to the center. Inhale, find length. Exhale, fold it forward. Inhale, sit your bum down, Utkatasana. Holding here, lifting up in the chest, sit your bum down. Really nice. Inhale. Exhale, open to the left. Inhale through center, keep it low. Exhale, open to the right. Inhale through center. Exhale, open to the left. Inhale through center, exhale, open to the right, keep it low. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, send it behind, send the chest forward, back like wings. Inhale, open up. Exhale, send it back. Getting rid of anything unwanted as you go. Exhale, let it go. Two more. Inhale up. Exhale, let it go. Inhale up. Exhale, let it go. Inhale up. Keeping yourself in your Utkatasana, raise high up on your toes, and then begin to slowly, with control, extend all the way up 2 standing, reaching long in the body. Exhale, hands down through your heart center. Release the heels down. Heel toes, feet back in, so you zip up in the legs. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, finding that limb. Exhale, bend your knees, plant your hands, step it back with the left, step it back with the right. You may always jump, but you come back to bent elbows if so. Exhale, drop the knees, or coming through your full vinyasa, bending at the elbows, rocking it forward, opening it up. Exhale, roll over the toes, downward facing dog. Inhale, take it forward to your high plank. 5 push-ups. Option to drop your knees. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, we drop. Inhale up. Exhale. Just 3 more. Last one. Holding in our plank. Send the bum up and back. Really nice. Planting the hands down. Really push into the pads of the fingers. High on our toes. We're going to begin to tiptoe the feet in towards the hands, coming about halfway. From here, you're going to see if you can begin to draw your elbows down onto the mat. If they don't quite make it, you can walk the feet out a little bit. Coming down into our dolphin pose, seeing if we can draw the forearms down at the same time. Option to stay here. Option to raise one leg and then the other leg, whatever you prefer. Or option to take some pulses. If we're taking pulses, we're keeping the hands firmly down the mat and moving as one to come up. We have just 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Really building into those shoulders, regretting the strength yoga now. Holding here, downward facing dog. 5 breaths here, or take those knees wide, big toes touch. Take your child's pose. If you take your child's pose this time, draw your arms back along the side of the body. And release the shoulders. If you want to keep working into those shoulders, you can either take your child's pose with the arms out in front, come up onto your fingertips, or take your downward facing dog. You have 4 more breaths. Take your time, breathe it in. Last 2. Exhale, everybody meeting in downward facing dog. Breathe in. Exhale. Inhale, wave the body forward, holding here. Exhale, send it back. Left leg rises to the sky. Exhale, bend that left knee, opening up in the hip. Option to stay here, option to step it back, coming into our flip dog, seeing if you can tickle the mat with your fingertips, lifting up in the body, really nice. Inhale. As you exhale, coming around into that side plank, whatever version you wish to take, taking the top and left foot on top of the right thigh. Option to reach the left arm up and over. Side tree, holding here. Breathe it in. Breathe it out. 1 more breath in. As you exhale, lift that left leg. Take your gaze to the top of the mat, and we're going to bring it forward, placing it lightly at the top of the mat. Really nice. Heel toe that left foot to the center. Inhale, raise the arms up. Exhale, pivot the back foot down. Warrior 2. Holding here, breathe in. Exhale, reverse that warrior. Option, placing the right hand on the right calf. Avoid the knee or take your bind. If you're binding, you're holding the inside of the left thigh. 1 more breath in. As you exhale, opening it back up. Warrior 2, gazes over your left middle finger. Windmill those arms down around the front left foot. And extend straight in that front left leg as you hop the back leg in a little bit. Coming into our pyramid pose. Deep breath in. As you exhale, if your fingertips are down, begin to melt the chest towards the shin. If your fingertips are hovering or on books or on blocks, Holding steady. Maybe take your gaze out in front of you, opening the chest space. One more deep breath in. And as you exhale, we're going to hop that back foot in. Take the feet as wide as the mat, heels in, toes out, sitting down in our Malasana. Really nice. Take your gaze out in front of you. Sit the bum down really nice and heavy. Remember, you can be hovering here. If you can't get all the way down, that's absolutely fine. 2 more breaths. Last breath in. Exhale, fold it forward, heel toe those feet back until the legs zip up. Inhale, find length. Exhale, fold it forward. Inhale, Utkatasana. Arms along the side of the ears. Exhale, raise up high onto the tiptoes. Holding here. And then begin to hover it down until you sit your bum onto your heels. And then release the heels, release the bum. Extend the legs and you're in your Navasana, your boat pose. Holding here, breathing in. As you exhale, take your hands behind your head, lift up, open in the chest. Inhale. And as you exhale, extend the right leg as you twist right elbow to the left knee. To the centre, draw that right leg in. Left leg goes out. From side to side, opposite elbow to knee. For 10. Keep it lifted. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Really nice. Hold, hover, extend the arms. If you can, begin to straighten the legs. We've really worked into those legs today, so if they're a bit shaky, that's fine. Straighten them as much as feels good. Open up in the chest. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cross the ankles. Give yourself a well-earned hug. Maybe take some rocks left and right. Plant the feet down onto the mat, extend the arms away. Reach, reach, reach. Curving in the back of the body, so creating the C shape. Take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale, suck that belly in. Reach the arms forward and try to roll down at one steady pace. The further forward you reach, the easier it is. Keep the feet grounded on the mat. Taking your time, there's no rush. Keep the gaze out in front of you. Really nice. And when you get there, draw both your knees into your chest. Wrap the arms around, maybe rock it out, releasing the lower spine. And then let both knees drop over to the left hand side as you twist over to the right. Taking a deep breath in. Open the mouth, exhale. Flicker, close those eyes. Arms can be wherever is comfortable. Your gaze is over the right shoulder. And then you flicker, close your eyes. Letting go. In your own time, keeping your eyes closed, moving the legs over to the other side. Releasing, letting go of your practice. And then gently bringing yourself back to center. Squeezing the legs into the chest, giving yourself a beautiful hug. And then extending the legs away, releasing down, letting go into your full Shavasana. Your final resting pose, when you can absorb all of that beautiful hard work that you've done, all of your practice. Allowing the mind and the body to completely soften, to let go. Together we're going to take a deep breath in, drawing in this sense of love and kindness for ourselves. Hold the breath at the top, and then as you exhale, sending out love and kindness to somebody who needs it. Let go of your breath. Softening into your forehead, softening around your eyes, softening into your cheeks, unclenching your jaw and releasing the tongue from the top of the mouth. And then just like a wave coming into shore, allow that softness, that ease, that relaxation to sweep down the full length of your body, all the way to the tips of your toes. Knowing that you can stay in your Shavasana for as long as you wish, or in your own time, drawing your right knee into your chest, your left knee into your chest. Rocking over to your right hand side, the side that fills you up with energy for the rest of your day ahead. Keeping your eyes lightly closed, coming up to a comfortable seated position, backs of the hands on the tops of the knees. Lightly touching your thumb and index finger, extending your other 3 fingers away. Finding your chin mudra, this little hand symbol that represents being present. Being present in this moment, recognizing how you feel now. Offering yourself some gratitude for taking the time for you today. By offering kindness to ourselves, it allows us the space to offer kindness, true kindness, out to others. Flickering open your eyes, taking your hands to your heart center. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I wish you a beautiful rest of your day. Namaste. Thank you.